Good morning and happy Wednesday. These are the mortgage rates for March 30th, 2022 as of 9 a.m. Pacific time. If you've looked at my previous rate videos, you will probably wonder why these rates appear on the surface. They appear to be the same as yesterday and the day before. They actually are not. I will explain. I'm also going to explain why I show so many interest rates compared to other companies. So let's jump right into it. The first reason that I show so many rates compared to other companies only showing one is because they've determined, and I've worked for these large companies for 24 years. Before doing this, they've determined that if they give you too many choices, you're just going to have brain freeze and not choose anything. Reason number two is because as large companies, it's hard to staff experienced, licensed mortgage loan originators or registered mortgage loan originators. It's very difficult. So the staff that they have, a lot of them don't have enough experience to explain the benefits, the attributes of the various rates and how they can benefit you. And the third reason, well, that's for marketing purposes, sales purposes. Companies will advertise one rate to make themselves look lower than another company. You go to a website, you'll only see one rate and its corresponding APR. They do this so they can appear lower than another company to get your attention. And the important part about that is that they're kind of, a lot of them camouflage the closing fees associated with that low rate they're advertising, because the lower the rate, the higher the fees. And when they advertise that rate, they know it's going to get your attention. But the truth of the matter is, like I explained in another video where I go into this in detail of how these rates work, we all have the same damn rates. Okay, you can't call up one place and get a rate that another place doesn't have. Everything you see here, the other companies have. 3.75, 3.8, 3.9. Loan Depot has it. Quicken has it. IntelliLoan has it. Wells Fargo, Bank of America, your credit union. We all have these same advertised rates. And if you haven't seen my previous rate videos, this is the note rate or advertised rate. This is the rate that people typically shop for. This is the rate that determines your monthly payment and how much interest you're going to pay over the life of the loan. We all have these same rates. So when you call up a lender and ask what is your rate, like a lot of people do, that's kind of like calling a furniture store up and asking how much is your table. You've got all these options here in reality. And as a quick refresher, the APR is an indicator of fees associated with this advertised rate. Look at the spread here really quick for the folks who haven't seen this before. 3.75 compared to this corresponding APR of 4.079. See the difference here, how big that spread is compared to, let's say, go down here. The spread between 4.750 and 4.756. These are almost the same. This indicates that there are little or no lender's fees and points associated with this advertised rate. Compared to this one, you can see the spread is bigger. The higher the APR is above the advertised rate indicates progressively more and more fees associated with that rate. The APR also lets you know which one of these rates works out cheaper in the long run. This APR for this rate is lower than this APR for this rate. The lower APR lets you know that over the term of the loan, which in this case is 30 years, that this APR or this rate will save you more money, even though you paid more closing cost for it. Now, I went into the APR again because, as a refresher, because this is what you want to look for. Every time you look at one of my rate videos, you're going to see that these pretty much are going to stay the same, but these are going to change daily. These can even change throughout the day. These corresponding APRs are constantly changing because the fees associated with these advertised rates are constantly changing. And this is what you want to keep your eye on, because we might get a retraction. You know, rate pricing has been, as you know, spiking up. Of course, they're blabbing about it on the news and everything else, saying that rates are going up. What's actually happening is that the cost for the rates are going up. That's what they should be saying, but they don't say that. Now, as lenders, we have to adjust cost in advance so we don't lose our shirts. And sometimes we do overcompensate. And when that happens and market conditions allow, we can retract a little bit. So rate pricing might go down here in the very near future. The problem is when this happens, it's not going to last long. If you wait till they announce it on the news, you know, some talking head will come on and mention mortgage rates are going down. It's too late. It's too late, because when it does retract, it's probably only going to happen for a week. If you are keeping in touch with what's going on, you'll know that rate pricing is going down because you'll be looking at these videos. And that leads me to the end of it. Please don't forget to subscribe. It's going to do two things. It's going to help you out because I've got these nice and neatly organized in a playlist, and you can see today's rates, yesterday's rates, the day before, and I'm going to continue to stack these in a nice chronological order so you can go back and compare what's going on today to what happened a few days ago, or you know, in the future it's going to be weeks ago. That way you'll know when rate pricing is dropping down, and you can make that move. The best time to start shopping for a mortgage is before you need one. You don't want to shop at the last minute because it's going to be too late. So please subscribe. The other thing it's going to do is it's going to help me out in the business, because if you haven't noticed, everything I do, or almost everything I do, is much different from other places. And that's because two things. I've got a hell of a lot of experience on both the broker world, the banking world, and the lending world. And I also want to do things right. I give out more information. I'm extremely transparent. I show all the rates and fees. I don't hide anything like many other companies. A lot of companies don't even show their rates. They don't show their rates because they want you to call and talk to their salespeople so they can sell you on something. I'm not afraid. I already know I'm aggressively priced and priced to win. So support a business that's doing things right. Please subscribe to the channel, and also this will help you out so you can keep track of what these rates are doing, because in reality you're really shopping for the fees, not the rates, because we all have the same rates. I hope this helped you again. Go out there and save some money today, and look forward to seeing you soon.